So till previous session, we have seen how we can write our code into a file and how we can execute that. But as we know, Ruby is an object-oriented programming language. So because it's an object-oriented programming language, it follow all the OOPS concept, and the first concept is encapsulation. Encapsulation says whatever the code we are going to write, that must be inside a container, or we can call it that must be inside a body. We should have the starting point and the end point of the code. To implement that encapsulation, we have the option of classes in Ruby. So whatever the code we are going to write, we will write inside the class boundary. By this class, we will define starting and the end boundary of the code. So here, what is class in Ruby? So class is a container of variables, constants, methods, and constructor. Variables means variables are used to hold some data and value of the variable can be changed. Constants are used to hold some data, value of the constant cannot be changed. Method is a group of code to perform some specific task, and constructors are again quite similar to the method, which are automatically called when the object is created. So as of now, I'm just giving a basic definition. Later on, we will understand all these terms in very detailed manner. So if we talk about the class, so class is a container of variable, constants, method, and constructor. When we are going to create a class in Ruby, the class name must always be start with a capital letter. So that we need to remember. Class body ends with AND keyword. So we are going to use this keyword with the name AND to end the body of the class. We can access class member by creating object of the class. So whatever you are going to write inside a class, we can access it anywhere by creating object of the class. So in this session, I'll show you how we can create class and how can we access class member by creating objects. I'm just moving to a new file, and here I'm going to save this file with the name class a.rb. So whatever the name you are going to write of this file, just remember this name. I'm just saving it. So as of now, I have just created a scripting file, a Ruby scripting file, and given the name class a.rb. Now here in this file, I want to create a class. To create a class, the keyword is class, whatever the name of the class you want to give. So I'm just giving the class name A. You can give any name. And as we have gone through, wherever you want to end the class, you need to use the keyword end. So that's the starting of the class and that's the end of the class. Whatever the code that you want to write inside the class, we can write it over here. Here we can define variables, constants, methods, and constructors. As of now, I'm just going to define a method, a simple method, which is going to display some value. And I want to show you how we can access these methods by creating objects. So I'm creating a method. Here we are creating method by using keyword def. What is the method name you want to give? So I'm giving method name is hello. Method name is also end with the keyword end. Like that's a body of the method starting from here till here. So we should have like method body will be this. Now whatever the code you want to write inside the method, like I'm writing puts and I'm just saying this is class method. So everything is done. Like I have created a very simple class with the name A. I have created a method inside the class, and that's the end of the method, end of the class. Now, as we have gone through all the class members, means method is a class member as well. If you want to access these members, we can create object and call method. So how we can create object? So I'm coming outside the class. To create object, we just need to write object name is equal to class name dot new keyword. So we are using keyword new over here. And to call the method, I'm just using obj. That's my object name. And what is the method name? So my method name is hello. Everything is done. I'm just going to call this. So moving to the command prompt, and I'm going to execute this file. So Ruby, and the file name is class a.rb. As I enter, so if you notice, it is calling my method. So this is class method. So what we have done here, we have created a file with the RB extension. Whatever the file we are going to create here in the Ruby programming, extension must always be RB. So I have created a Ruby file, but now I'm not writing the code directly. I have created a class, and inside the class I'm writing the code in a format of methods. And now whenever you want to call the method, method calling can be done by creating object creating syntax is object name is equal to class name dot new, and here we create object of class a, and to call the method we just need to write object dot method name. Here if you notice, we are not writing these brackets, so I'm just coming here, we are calling method. One more thing, now I have written these brackets. If I go here and execute, still it is working. Means when we are calling any method and method is not having any argument, means we did not define any argument here. So when you are not defining any argument, no need to go for brackets. And in the same way, when we are calling it, if you are not passing any argument, so we need not to use any brackets. So if you write brackets, that's fine. If you don't write it, again it's fine. I'm just writing it again, I'm just calling it again, it's working. So as of now, I have shown you we are creating object of the class in same file and calling it. I just remove this. So now we have a class with the method, but we do not have calling of it. And I'm coming here, just running that file. You will notice nothing is happening because class is there, method is there, but we did not call that method. So nothing is executing. Now I'm going to create one more file on the same location. So I'm going to create one more Ruby file. Just saving it and b.rb. So I have created one more file with the name b.rb. Here I want to call that method. Means now we have the two different files, and both the files are on the same location as of now. So whenever you want to use any other file, first of all, we need to import it. If you worked on Java, so we are writing the statement like import and package name. We are giving the package name over there. If you worked on C++ or C, so hope you remember at the top of the file, we are writing hash include stdio.h, means we are importing a library file. In the same way, in Ruby, whenever you want to use any class which is written in any other file, so here we have a class A which is written in the file class a.rb. So first we need to import that file. So for import file, we need to use keyword require, and here which file you want to use, class A. So because I'm just giving the file name, my file name was class A. Now I want to create the object of the class. So create the object of the class obj is equal to a.new. That's A is the class name. We are creating object of that class. And to call method obj dot hello. And here the method is hello. Now I'm going to execute this. I'm executing file with the name b.rb because we are calling it here. And this is going to fail. Why? I'll show you. It is showing like we are using keyword require, where we are not able to load the file with the name class A. It is not able to find out the class A. Now I want to show you something. I'm just creating a folder. I'm just moving to my system and creating a folder with my project name. Like this, I'm writing my project. And both the files which I'm using is B and class A. I'm just putting all the files here, right? And I want to execute it now. So my intention is to show here all the files which I'm creating belongs to a project, and I have placed all the files on one location. Now I want to execute this file. So I'm executing, like, as you know, Ruby, and I'm executing b.rb. We are going to get same error again, like it is not able to find out where this class A exists, even we know both the files are on the same location. How we can make it understandable? So I'm going to this file B. What we are doing now, I'm saying require this file, but before the file name I'm using dot forward slash. Dot forward slash means on the current folder. As of now we both are on the same folder, so dot forward slash means on this folder. As of now, on the current folder where I am. So this B file is in the my project folder, so I'm saying on same project folder find this file. So now on the same folder second file exists. I'm going to execute it now. I'm just first clearing the screen and executing it now, and you will notice everything is working fine. And this is very important because later on that will be the architecture that we need to follow. I'll show you one more option. Class A, which I'm calling, I'm creating a new folder with the name lib, and I'm placing this class A into this lib folder. Now again I try to use this and it will throw an error because on the current location we are not having that file. How to solve this? So now dot forward slash is the current folder, but in current folder we do not have this class A. So what we need to do, inside this we have a folder with the name lib, and inside the lib you can notice inside the lib that's a class. So go to current folder, then in lib folder, there you will get the file. Everything is done. I'm just saving and executing it again. So here we can see again we are able to use it. So whenever we are using any class, we need to import the file. If I'm using a class A, so file name is class A. So we need to import this file and we need to give the path, relative path. That's a current project. Inside the current project, or we can call it current folder, go to this location, there you will get a file. And inside that file, that class is placed, which I want to use. So inside this file, A class is placed. I'm creating the object of A class and then calling its methods. So here we have seen how we can create a simple class. And as of now, I'm just creating a very simple method in which we are just printing something and create an object, call these methods. So that's a very simple architecture I have generated. That's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.